think, as you know, Andrew, there are significant regulatory restrictions around us and us acting as a principal around crypto.
Hello guys, welcome back to Habitual Crypto. My name's Dan, and here on the channel we like to make good habits in trading. So if you like trading cryptocurrencies and just learning the best strategies to make profits, please click that subscribe button. And today we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin chart. We'll go through the Ethereum chart and Bitcoin dominance, and then we'll have a quick few little news articles I'll talk about, and then we will, for the rest of the stream, we'll get right into charting out any altcoins you guys are interested in. So thanks for joining us today, and we'll jump right into the Bitcoin chart to begin. This is the daily chart, and as you can see, we've had, I took away the drawings for a second, because if you look just by using the 21 EMA, the exponential moving average, and the 50-day moving average, you've since the beginning of this run, you would have been able to trade Bitcoin pretty well following these two averages. At least as far as whenever we get a dip, it tends to bounce on either one of those. And it's more when we get these dips, if you were patient enough to wait for the 50-day moving average, that has been a key bottom point for Bitcoin. So when we have these dips, sometimes we hit the 21-day and bounce back up. But if you're even more patient and wait for those 50-day moving average touches, that has been where you could get the most gains in the long run. So, and then you can see as soon as we get above the 21-day again and make support, that kind of leads the charge. So it happened back in January, again in February, got very, very close to the 50-day, came up, finally made support on the 21-day, and we move up. We had another little dip, found support on the 21-day, but again, eventually came down, touched the 50-day moving average, and now we're back up and we're making support on the 21-day. So that's very important. All the, bears out there saying, we've hit the top. I don't believe that's the case. I think if we're patient enough, this 21-day will act as a springboard, and we will have that next move up. It could happen in a few days. It could happen within a couple weeks. So it's just being patient. But I think Bitcoin is definitely getting ready to move up from here. Hey guys, hey Yannick, Zibble, and Aave, thanks for checking out the stream again. I do have a new time. Instead of 3:30, you're going to do 4 to 6 p.m. So I'm going to stay later instead of 5:30, 3:30 to 5:30. Now it's going to be 4:30 or 4 o'clock to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. I find a lot more of you guys are on later in the day. So thanks for coming back. And with that, I just, again, all this consolidation above 50,000, we've had almost a full month of consolidation above 50,000. To me, that's not a signal that now it's just going to dump. I think this is a consolidation move that's going to blast off at some point. Not financial advice, but that's my thinking on it. I can add my drawings again here. One of the key resistance is right at 60,000. We keep getting pushed down there, but yet again we keep trying to get up there. So I would think at some point this is going to break, and I almost think 60,000 is more of a resistance than the all-time high will be, because we only touched the all-time high that one time, and it was really only for a day, where the 60,000 seems to be a bigger psychological number. And yeah, so we'll just keep an eye on. We're in. This is the bigger channel that now we're kind of just grinding on there since January, and then this is the more short-term channel we've been in for about a month now. So these key area lines are, good lines to look at if you're trading. But again, the 50-day and 21-day are probably your best bets right now, because we're not really close to the purple lines here on the channel. So, but yeah, any day now, I would expect Bitcoin to finally break and probably have a pretty big move up, probably to around up to the top of this range here, which should be around 65,000 to 66,000. So yeah, that's pretty much my Bitcoin analysis. We can go to the 15-minute and kind of look short term here. We did have a recent drop today, but we are still making, higher highs and higher lows. So it is a short-term uptrend for the past couple days that didn't even break with this big drop here. But now we got to get up there and really get above 59.5 to make a higher high, which should get us up closer to 60,000. But yeah, pretty stale, pretty slow and boring for the past week really with Bitcoin. And then we'll take a look at the Ethereum chart. And let's see here. So here's the Ethereum chart. I think Ethereum's actually looking really strong, because it did have a couple, retests of the $2,000 point, but got nice bounces. Now we've had a nice retest of previous all-time highs, and we've really been, hitting a big resistance, really more around 2,135. I think if that breaks again, there's a good chance we could have another leg up, and I wouldn't be surprised if this happens sooner than Bitcoin breaking up. This could happen at any moment, really. It's up there. It's getting close to that as we speak. So yeah, Ethereum, I'm really confident in. I think it's due even more of a push than it had the other day. If we look at kind of the longer term perspective, we did have this symmetrical triangle that we broke out of, and the measure move would get us up to 25.5. So I think that's where we are headed, over the next week, or really the next week. I think there's a good chance we can get up to that. But yeah, overall, Ethereum looking really healthy, and I wouldn't expect it. I would expect another leg up relatively soon. And the final chart I always like to look at is a Bitcoin dominance chart. I've been following this, for all of you guys in altcoins. This is exactly what you want to see. With Bitcoin being as boring or slow, stable as it's been for the past week or two, I said that we would, once we broke these key levels of 60.5 and 60.3, we would have a big drop down. That's exactly what's happened. And now we've broken the previous low from last summer, which was 57.2. and currently we're at 56.61. So I am expecting this. I am expecting this trend to continue down all the way down to this trend line here, which we hit 4 times already. I can clean this up a little. Let's go to the, let's see. Let's clean this line up a little bit for you guys here. Yeah, so it's going to be roughly around this area, and I think anywhere from 52 to 50 in that range, Bitcoin will probably get a bounce. But it could be even lower if it takes more time. But right now, this is dropping pretty fast. It's been dropping pretty fast. And every day Bitcoin doesn't move, I think you're going to see this continue to fall. And eventually, the Ethereum volume will pick up. And altcoins will start dominating again, like they have been the past couple days. But really, this has kind of been more of a, I still haven't seen the gains in the overall altcoin market that we've seen in the past with these big drops. So if we get a big drop, down to 50, I think, the majority of altcoins are going to be seeing, double-digit gains on a daily basis. So we'll see if that happens. But I always like to check out this chart, and it's looking really good if you're allocated to altcoins. Really quickly, I'm going to get to all of you guys in the chat, but I just want to do some 3 quick news articles, and then we will get to charting out some altcoins. So as far as Bitcoin goes, NBA's Sacramento Kings to offer its players a salary in Bitcoin. So again, this is just more like Bitcoin, crypto in general, becoming more mainstream. There was a football player, I believe, I forget what team he was on, but one of the NFL players asked to be paid in Bitcoin. I think he was on the Jaguars or something. And now a whole NBA team is going to be offered to get paid partly or fully in Bitcoin instead of dollars, which is kind of crazy. But this is just gonna spread. If people think the dollar is gonna keep going down, we're gonna be talking about Miami in a second. Miami already got approved to start paying their city workers in Bitcoin if they want. If the workers want to be paid in Bitcoin, they can do that. So soon people are going to be like, how come they can get paid in Bitcoin and I can't? And it could spread to a lot of people who are aware that Bitcoin may be a better investment over the long term than the dollar is for them. So we'll see what happens, but another mainstream article that it just shows how much crypto is growing. Again, about Miami, Miami is now paying people in Bitcoin, and they are putting some of their city's treasury in Bitcoin. And now Francis Suarez, the mayor of Miami, is just still going on this podcast. He said he was on the podcast with Vitalik Buterin, one of the co-creators of Ethereum, and now he's getting right into Ethereum as well, saying they're pushing in a commitment for the city to explore crypto by turning his attention to Ethereum. basically their plan is to put their city services on the Ethereum blockchain. And, he's working right with Vitalik in doing this. So it's pretty cool. He's way ahead of the game as far as, I think he wants to be, known in America at least as one of the main crypto cities. And he seems to be going in the right direction with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Says, the Ethereum ecosystem can help create jobs. The decentralized systems are going to benefit the city. And, that's a big, when you have everything running on, blockchains, it takes away a lot of the human errors, a lot of the glitches. Everything is verified. Every step is verified. And it just keeps things running more smoothly. So another, it's just crypto is starting to become, backbones of small sectors of our society. So again, pretty cool. And then as far as altcoin news, CoinShare launches physically backed Litecoin ETP. So this is a major European digital asset investment firm. CoinShare has launched its third physically backed ETP. So it's kind of like an ETF where, their clients will be able to, they'll be able to invest in Litecoin. But not only will they invest, but the CoinShares is going to have to own the same number of Litecoin that people are putting money into. So every time an investment, money's put into this Litecoin ETP, they're going to have to buy more Litecoin. And Litecoin did get a nice bounce off of this. So pretty cool. And we'll see how far Litecoin can go, because we will be talking about the Litecoin Bitcoin pairing when we get to charting later today. Actually, right now. So if you enjoyed the content here, please feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that alert button and leave a comment in the on the video. And thank you for tuning in to this YouTube video. If you want to stick around, we're going to be doing the charting of any altcoin you guys are looking at for the next hour and a half here. So every day, Monday through Thursday, not every day, Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thanks for tuning into the video. And with that, if anyone in the chat has some coins you want to check out, I am the first. Sorry for kind of ignoring you guys at first. I'm going to be cutting out the first like 10 to 15 minutes of each video with that Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's why I kind of, stuck with that the first 20 minutes here. But now that that's over, we can get right into charting. Thanks, Zibbo. Yeah, there wasn't much good stuff today, but yeah, it's I'm trying to expand the channel a little bit, and I think a lot of people won't click on live streams that are 2 hours long. So if I'm going to cut it the first 15 minutes down and just put those videos out on YouTube as well as my full live streams, but kind of promote those videos daily there. So Zibble asks, which coin would be good for a small budget, but will get 100% soon? I wish I knew that. you know, I will give you, this is not financial advice, but I will look at some coins and we can kind of decide together what might be the best opportunities um, for something like that. Here we go. All right, so let's get right into. I do want to look at XRP. This is the XRP Bitcoin chart. So, I'm always talking about the Bitcoin pairings. Um, you know, in the past, XRP has done moves like this. So, did I see any hijabis today? I don't think so. Can you remind me what that is? So yeah, this is back in the end of the bull market, so this was a crazy move, but I just want to be prepared if anything like this happens because you can get crazy pumps here. Um, and like really, XRP has a few, points where it could find resistance, but it looks like going up to 42 sats here is very possible at some point. But let's look at the USD chart. So again, it's moving currently. So, I told you guys about this yesterday, that I thought it would get to $1 relatively soon, and it got there, today. And then it kind of stalled out a little bit, but it's moving again. And I mean, I'm not going to be surprised. There is not much resistance on this chart anyway. Up to $1.50. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. And this is on the daily. Yeah, and I mean, there's some SEC stuff coming out. Oh, it's a Muslim woman. I should have known that because I actually have my own business and I do wedding cinematography and I film a lot of South Asian weddings, Indian weddings, so I've heard that a lot, but I guess I never knew what it was. So I did not see any today though. But we love everyone here on the channel, so here we go. So yeah, this is XRP. Let's go to like the 30-minute here, kind of get a so it did get up here to $1.10. That's where it peaked out earlier today, and now it's testing that again. So we'll see. It might get stalled out again, but if it breaks it, you might even see higher move here. All right, Yannick, come back and see us later. Appreciate your commentary. Hey, duck in a bag. Let's see here. So we got XRP looking good. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts moving up even higher. Again, I think people are just, it's been long enough where it doesn't, people don't think the SEC is going to really do anything extreme to ruin the whole project. So I think the fear is not really there anymore. So people are now getting in. Now it's FOMO time, fear of missing out on the opportunity rather than losing out. So what would I say are the most promising cryptos for the rest of April? Okay, so I'm gonna say I think Litecoin is probably going to be very promising. I know it's already pumped a bunch today or the past couple days, 2 days. But it essentially has pretty far it could go, especially looking. So we're going to probably, we're about to hit the most previous high here, which is about 247. Again, so this is Litecoin USD. We're very close. We're definitely most likely going to hit resistance there. I'm not sure why I have that there, but it should be there. So right about there, I would say we're probably going to hit a little resistance, but if we pass 247, I think we're looking at probably a $300 Litecoin. Relatively quick. Let's go to the daily and just zoom out here, kind of see what we're looking at. Yeah, and you could see like this looks good. A big double bottom, and now the moves are happening here. And yeah, so I had another resistance on this top here. So basically around 250 in general will probably be a tough spot. But after that, we're looking at 300 with this channel. And then we're looking at 367 for all-time highs. So you gotta remember, Litecoin's a big, one of the major altcoins, and it's one of the few of them that has not hit their all-time high in the USD pairing yet. So it's due, like that in these bull runs. These major coins almost always surpass their previous all-time highs in the US pairing. So the dollar pairing. So, and Bitcoin obviously has, Ethereum did, XRP hasn't yet, but that's another reason I'm kind of bullish on XRP in the for the time being. Binance did, Aave and Polkadot have. So, I just think eventually, we're pretty early in April. I think it's very possible Litecoin can hit all-time highs because it's going to move quick, I think. You see these previous moves here. And then you look at the even more bullish than this dollar pairing chart is the Bitcoin chart. We talked about this yesterday. This is, let's see here. Oh, I'm on Chainlink. Sorry. I knew that didn't look right. So Litecoin. Sorry, guys. Let me find it here. Litecoin, Bitcoin. Here we go. So you see this move it's made in the past couple days. This is as far as it's gotten. So it hasn't even really made clear higher highs yet. So, and when this turns, this is the turn right here. This was the previous turn when it got this low, almost exactly where it is now, or where it was a couple days ago. Got to a basically the bottom of bottoms here, and then skyrocketed up. And I mean like a rocket. It went up a big percentage. Let's see. So this is exactly where it was a couple days ago. And in 2017, it went up just for the first week, it went up 480%. Okay. So I'm not saying that's going to happen right now. And if we zoom in here and do one of these, we're definitely going to hit resistance here. But that will be a key signal. If we can break this resistance, that will be a good signal anyway, a good indicator that, we could be making higher highs and, look for some real gains there. So I am very bullish on Litecoin in April. Let's see what else. So Omisigo we've been talking about. Yeah, I was talking about Omisigo, not on this very first pump right here, but right around $6 once it started really turning around here, and it being one of the layer 2 solutions I was talking about. And now we're up at $9.35, so roughly 55% move up since we started talking about it. And let's see, we hit all-time highs. Okay, we just hit it today. So and we got rejected, but as much as this has moved already, once it breaks all-time highs, normally there's another move to follow. So I am still bullish on Omisigo in the short term. I think it could have a retracement back and get support, but if this altcoin, if altcoin dominance keeps growing, Bitcoin dominance keeps going down, a lot of these are just going to keep gaining instead of having retracements. So I am confident in that. One second here. And yeah, we'll keep going down my, this is my main, any chart I pull up are, I'm not invested in all of them, but I follow them closely because I think they're definitely have a chance of doing well in the future. So let's see here. And again, this is a dollar pairing. here's the Amici-Go Bitcoin pairing. This is what, I if you guys are, I am more interested in stacking sats. I'm more interested in accumulating more Bitcoin with my altcoin allocations than I am allocating more dollars, because I think Bitcoin's going to keep going up for the next, 3 to 6 months at least. So, and you can see we're at a key resistance for Amici-Go and Bitcoin too. If we zoom in here, not only this was all-time highs back in February, and now we're not all-time highs, but the more recent highs. So after that, it could have a blast off moment like we did. Look right here. This is right before this happened, this major move here. So that's what I like to see. This is very, very much what I like to see, and hopefully this is a time we can get above that. And if we do get above all-time highs in the dollar pairing, most likely this is going to pass here, this resistance as well. So I hope this all makes sense to you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, or if there's any specific coins you want to look at, because I'll take a look at them. ICX. I have not looked at ICX that I know of, but we can do that here. So Icon, I have heard of Icon, so let's see here. So yeah, nice nice moves here. So it's been around a little while, and this is a perfect example of what I was just talking about, with Amici-Go, where it's Icon pumped like this, and then and it got rejected at its previous all-time highs. So now it did have a big retracement, but now it came back up and tested it again. When it broke out, it had a nice pump. So that's why I'm saying Amici-Go is on the verge of breaking its all-time highs in the dollar pairing. So if it is able to break it, you'll probably have another nice little leg up. But again, coming back down here. So I have heard of Icon. I want to say it's an NFT project, but I could be wrong about that. You could let me know. Quite a few events coming up. Yeah, well, that's good. And so as far as the chart goes, this is a daily, but you came up, if we put, you came up and broke all-time highs. Now you're coming back and making, you really want to make support on this. So if we go to like the hourly, kind of look at what's happening here. So, you have come down a couple times below it, but it's almost like there's a little range here. Like you could bring this down to here, and say like you don't really want to be going lower than this, because you've made nice support on it 3 times. Now you did have quite a fake out here, but you are above it again. So like this could be a really great spot to accumulate, but if you lose it, like if I was to accumulate here, I would probably wait till it started going up again. Um, you know, but if I did accumulate here, I'd probably have a stop loss at least at like 2.30, $2.30. So if I do lose, you know, if it does break this main support here, you're probably heading back down to about 217. So at least. So, you know, I would be basically protecting my investment there. You know, you could even do a stop loss at like $2.40 if I was to buy here. But this doesn't look bad at all because it's just as long as it can stay here with support, and then you'll have your next move up eventually. But yeah, it doesn't. It looks good. Past previous resistance now making support. That's what you want to see on these charts, and the higher highs, higher lows. So looking good. And you're saying they have quite a few events coming up. You know, anything like that normally is good for tokens there. Let's see here. Excuse me. So we'll take a look at Aave. I tweeted this chart out as one of my best looking coins for April. So you could go follow me on Twitch. I'm going to try to tweet, you know, charts out a lot more frequently. I kind of just started the channel, so my username is there under my webcam there, Habitual Crypto. But here is the Aave chart. So this is the Aave USD chart. You can see it looks like we're breaking. The trend here, the downward trend we broke, and now we made a higher high than our previous high, and now we're making a higher low than our previous lows. So looks good. It's possible it's forming, you know, a possible reverse head and shoulders. So we got the shoulder here, the head, and now this could be another shoulder. We'll see over the next week, but if it does, that normally means a nice leg up, probably to around 500. But yeah, Aave is a big player in the DeFi space, and DeFi is heating up again. So and this chart is just, these are the charts I look for accumulating. So looks really good here. And the here, let's just look. Aave BTC chart, same sort of thing here, but even more gains to be had on the BTC chart. So we'll see what happens, but it looks a lot like this is the bottom. Hopefully we don't test it again, but if the USD pairing keeps going up, this should also keep going up. Let's see here. We'll look at ADA, Cardano. I know a lot of you guys are oh, thanks, duck in a bag. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put out a lot more content on Twitter, a lot more charts, you know, that are looking like they're ready to go. We were talking about ADA yesterday, how I said if this key trend line was what you wanted to be watching, if we I said we could go up or down. It's really, Cardano's kind of tricky right now, um, because it had such a big rally, and as soon as it hit, like, look how perfect. As soon as we got to this trend line, we had a huge markup there. So it is slowed down, but this was all today. Um, so yeah, uh, you know, ADA, it seems to be staying. The longer it stays in here, hopefully it can get up, and if it can break out the top, you're going to see a nice move. Um, and this move today is showing strength because we are getting closer to the end of this pattern, this ascending triangle, and normally they don't go all the way to the end. Normally they only go 80 to 90% of the way. So hopefully this is the beginning of another move up for Cardano, up to all-time highs, and then if you can break that, you're going to probably see a nice move up there. Here is AMP USD. Again, another DeFi play I'm bullish on. We'll see. This chart isn't as clear to me, but yeah, you could see it has had really big moves in the past. So I'm kind of just trying to be real patient with this one, because I think it could go at any moment, and really had a nice big retracement. It is very similar to the other charts, so we'll see what happens there. It does seem to be, let's see, seems to be consolidating here a little bit. Come on. There we go. So yeah, it's kind of moving in this pattern. Kind of, we'll see. I don't really even like that. So we'll see what it does. Let's see, band. So band is one I'm bullish on in April. So I've been in crypto for about 5 years now, and I started out just watching a lot of technical analysis guys, whether they were doing stocks, some crypto, and then I just, studied it, studied parts of technical analysis, and then besides that, I just, like, I enjoy all of the crypto stuff, so I try to stay informed on all of the coins that are doing well, that actually have fundamentals, so I know about, like, what most of the top 100 coins are about, at least. And yeah, I just stay up on the news and stuff with it, and then I just try to learn technical analysis whenever I can, read up on it and watch educational videos on stuff. So that's what I've been doing for a couple years now. So I just kind of, and then a lot of practice, you just learn, get better at it. But yeah, with Band, I think we're getting back up to all-time highs here at $20.50. So yeah, this looks really good. Band's been really strong already since the end of March. We called it out. We called it out here. We did a triple bottom here, and we got this move up to here. And whenever you see these, a double bottom's good, but when you have these triple bottoms, that's like locking down this area, telling traders this is as low as we're going to let it go. Because basically a lot of traders will have buys down here already because they know it's the best place to accumulate right now. So you can see it got bought up, and now that we've had 3 times, it's got a lot of confidence. So it's looking really good. And the thing I really like about the band chart, I know we talk about this stuff like every day, but the dollar looks good. We're getting close to all-time highs, and now it's going to be the 3rd time testing this area. Hopefully 3rd time's a charm, and we can get above it there. And then you'll probably see an even bigger breakout. And then you look at the band BTC pairing. And if I go to the 12-hour, you can see again, these are the charts I like to see. So if we can get above all-time highs and have a little breakout there, most likely we're going to make a higher high than here. Okay, and then once that happens, there's only a couple levels before you get up to here. There's only a couple like key resistance levels before you start moving up. But we've already kind of started breaking the trend here because this is our lowest point. Now we made a higher high than here, and now we've made higher lows than here. So now we're on the move again. Hopefully can get up here and make a higher high. And then, this kind of comes with the USD pairing breaking its all-time highs. If this happens, most likely we go up even further. Probably get close to $25, and that will probably give the BTC chart a higher high as well. So we'll see. But band, I'm very bullish on right now because it started to turn the tables there. Let's take a look at Binance Coin, which is also having a really good day, above 400, and again broke all-time highs. I believe that this was yesterday, and you can see after we break all-time highs, just like the band chart that I was talking about and the Omisigo chart, boom, get this big pump. That's nothing to, that's a nice 20% gain at least over the past 2 days. You talking about Band, $300 million market cap? Yeah. Band is one of, I don't want to say it's the second biggest, but it's possible it's either the second or third, I believe, biggest oracle. So the Mac Daddy oracle is Chainlink, okay? And Chainlink has, let me pull up CoinGecko here. Let me see here. Let's see, Chainlink, number 10. $14 billion market cap, okay? And, you know, Band is all the way, you know, in the top 200. So I think it's in the top 200. Yeah, just okay, I'm not finding it. There we go. Band. So on CoinGecko it says $434 million market cap. But even so, like in the Oracle space, I don't think anyone's going to catch up to Chainlink, but there's only so many Oracles in the top 200, and Band is one of, I believe they're, you know, either the second or third one from Chainlink. So yeah, it can capture a lot of market cap in the Oracle space. And you know, it's just obviously Link, and we're going to look at Link because I think Link is going to get a big move here soon too. But yeah, Band, you know, could grow exponentially if it becomes the second best Oracle. You know, it doesn't need to become a $14 billion market cap, but it even if it goes to a couple billion, that's a 4x. You know, 5 billion would be a 10x. So it's very possible, you know, over this bull run. So yeah, I'm confident in Band. And then yeah, Binance just looking good here. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if it keeps moving a little bit, because last time it had this push up, it got quite a big percentage gain. So now, you know, coming up quite a bit now too. So we'll see. We can do the let's see. So if we do the Fibonacci retracement, this is for Binance Coin. Go top to bottom here. Basically the level we're looking at is 445. That's probably where we're going to see some resistance. 445 on Binance Coin. We very well may see some resistance before that, but even if it slows down at points, I think we're definitely headed to 445 as our first major target. So yeah, Binance looking really good. We can take a look at Bitcoin real quick, but I don't think it's been moving much. Yeah, still just holding up from that little dip we had. We'll see what happens with that. Bitcoin dominance continuing to drop, guys. Now we're at 56.53. I think when I started the stream we were at 56.63, something like that. So 0.1% down already. And again, this money is moving into altcoins. So let's see. The DeFi, you know, all these DeFi coins I'm talking about. This is the 1 hour. You know, it broke all-time highs, back tested it, and now DeFi as a whole moving up, making higher highs. today even. So very confident that DeFi is going to keep moving up. Here is Polkadot, which did have some news today. I didn't talk about it. Let's see, 15th BNB token burn on the 15th as well. Oh, I didn't even know about that. Yeah, so that can only help getting rid of more of the supply. So yeah, cool. I'll keep an eye on that when it gets closer to that. And you're probably going to see it continue to go up in, with the anticipation of that happening. So thanks for that. This is Polkadot. Had this nice move up last week. Back testing previous all-time highs, looking good here. Kind of back testing it now 3 times. And Polkadot actually has integrated Tether, the Tether stablecoin, into their blockchain as well today. So that was kind of big news, but I don't think stablecoin news really gets people that hyped. So it's good news for the blockchain, though, for the whole project. So, and Kusama as well. So we'll see. I mean, with Polkadot, I just expect some consolidation and then another move up. I'm very bullish on Polkadot. Let's see. Let's look at the DXY. This is the dollar index here. We'll look at the 12-hour. So let's see. Yeah. So this is, since the pandemic started, we've been on a decline here, and now it did kind of have a little move back up here, but a big drop today, and we'll see if it can hold. See, it didn't hold this trend line, which is why it had this big drop today, this short-term trend line. But the dollar still headed in a downward direction in macro terms. It's trying to turn things around, but it's definitely way too early to tell with that what's going to happen. Let's look at Ethereum again. Like I said, when the Bitcoin dominance is falling, most likely Ethereum is going up on its USD pairing, and then also on on its Bitcoin pairing. So let's go to the 15-minute. So this is Ethereum here, and again, I'm really, I would say we have 2 resistances here in the very short term. I think 2135 is really the bigger resistance, and then all-time highs at 2150. So though in the short term, we'll have these 2 resistances that we're looking at. I can actually erase this one because we passed that one. We'll keep this one here because we did come back test that. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, Ethereum, I really think at any moment it could go make new all-time highs again. let's see here. The graph, let's see. The graph, same, we've been looking at this daily. Hey, Ripper, let's take a look. I don't have any thoughts on SafeMoon, but we can look at the chart. Let's see. Let me look up the symbol for that. SafeMoon, huh? Did it? Okay. So March 14th, it was, so I'm going to, it didn't come up on TradingView. Let's see, it's on Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so it's on PancakeSwap. So I will look at it on here if possible. It's not really helping me out here. Thank you, Ripper, for the follow. Let's see here. So it's kind of hard for me to look at this one. Let me see if I can get a better chart on it. So it's still very, yeah, I can't really get a better chart, but it's still very early with this one. The only good thing I see is that it has got a bounce at 0.00001 pretty much every time it gets down that low, which is it's actually broken that today. So it seems like it's trying to make a bottom at this 0.00001. It's trying to make a bottom there, but there's not really that much price action. I would actually, if I was trading this, I would actually be waiting for it to get back up to all-time highs. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but this could head back down to the point, or to the to the 6 zeros to the 5, basically 50% down where it got the bounce over the next month, and then come turn around again. With these new coins, I like to wait until you see a trend. You have these peaks here, then if you see a trend change again, going back up to all-time highs, and it, instead of falling back down every time, it stays up and tries to break its all-time high a couple times, that's normally what I like to see before you go and get the, the monster pump there that you're looking for. So, just not really enough price action, not enough time for me to, say I would purchase this. It's just a little, it's a little, yeah, I mean, if it's going on Binance in a couple weeks, that could definitely help out. But if you know it's going on Binance, that might have, if that was announced, it might have been announced like like around this date, April 2nd, and that might have led to this pump. So that that announcement might already be priced in here. So I don't know. Maybe you just know that, but yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Um, so yeah, this is the graph. Another one of these DeFi plays I'm very bullish on. Yeah, no problem. This one looks very similar to Aave. Same sort of thing here. If we look at like the 12-hour, let's see here. You could say this is a kind of wonky reverse head and shoulders here forming. So we'll see. It kind of is a little messed up. So, but overall making higher highs and seems to be making a floor here. So hopefully this was the bottom and now we are making the U-turn here. That's what I'm looking for. So let's see here. Kusama. So Kusama seems to be kind of holding up, making kind of testing this support here about 4 times now. So hopefully that is the bottom and Kusama will start heading up. But after this massive pump here, I'm not totally sure there isn't a little more downward movement to be made. It's very possible that that's not going to happen because there's a lot of hype with Kusama and Polkadot. They're auctioning off their parachain spots to different projects. So just a lot of news with Polkadot and Kusama, being a part of it. So Link is getting close again to all-time highs, and even this is, I didn't even know this happened today, but it's moving quite a bit today, up like 6%. And yeah, Link has been quiet for about a month and a half, a little more than that. So yeah, I can definitely see, this move happening. And again, if it is able to break all-time highs, I think we see another big move after that. And the Link BTC pairing, let's take a look at that. Let's go to 12-hour. Yeah, so this was back this summer. It hit its all-time high. But yeah, you can see this pairing has, let's see what measured move that would be from where it is like currently. So that's 184% move to get back up to Bitcoin pairing all-time highs. So yeah, I think that looks really good here. Here is Matic USD. So we've been talking a lot about Matic, and basically my analysis on Matic was that it's the number one layer 2 solution right now for Ethereum's gas fee problem, and a lot of projects are using it, and a lot more are adopting it to make their projects more efficient. So I think it's a very good long-term project to be invested in. Not financial advice, but it just had a killer run, and it's just cooling down. It did have a nice retracement and is now, consolidating. I'm not totally convinced yet, though, that the retracement is over. There could be a little more downward movement, at least to test it again. I wouldn't be surprised if it tested its low again, or even the 0.618 level again. I could be wrong. This could be on its way back up already, but it just hasn't been that long. It's only been a couple weeks since it topped out. So right now I'm more focused on Omisigo being the another layer 2 solution that has not pumped nearly as much. So let's take a look at Ocean. So yeah, Ocean I'm very bullish on, and Ocean is looking, it has been up, let's see if that was all-time highs. I think it was, yeah. So it hit all-time highs, retested it, got rejected hard, and now we are coming back up to it again. So once again, same story. If it is able to break and hold above all-time highs, make that new support, I think you're going to see a big move with Ocean here, because it's been consolidating for a month now up here. So we'll see. OXT, yeah, let's do it. So let's see here. So this is a 12-hour. Okay, so this is just another lesson on what we've been talking about. I'm guessing this was the release date for it when it first opened, and you can see it settled down after the day it was listed, at least here on Binance, and had this nice consolidation area. This is where you wanted to be buying OXT. Then we had this big move up, retested all-time highs and got rejected, but made a nice higher low here. And now came back up, rejected again, had kind of a fake out here, rejected again, and now finally this is one of the first times you're got way above. It seems like a really true breakout from the previous all-time highs. But even more importantly, you can see you barely, this is a 12-hour, so I think you might have held one daily candle right above it in the previous one, but here you're making clear support touching this line perfectly. No like big fake outs here. This wasn't very convincing, let's say, that it was really breaking all-time highs, where this candle looks a lot better. You can see you broke it, had a nice big pump, and then your lows literally touched all-time high on that 12-hour. So you got above and then you came back down, touched it, and then you had a big candle up, big candle down, and now you're touching it again. If we go to like the 4-hour, yeah, so this isn't bad at all. You've made support on it, and now you're coming down, retesting it again, and you might have one of these where it moves back up a little, tests it, comes back down and tests it again, or sometimes this is good enough where if it starts to have a big candle again, it might shoot up even more, but in the macro perspective, the bigger picture, you finally, just in the past few days, were able to get above this listing on this first listing candle, all-time highs, and hold above it convincingly. So hopefully this will be your new major support line that will be hard to break. That being said, it has been only a day or 2-3 days, so that's really good, closing 3 different days above it. Well, today it hasn't over yet, but yeah, it looks good. I don't see anything wrong with this. If I was to accumulate, I would probably be putting a stop loss a little bit below. So this is around 77 cents, so maybe around 75, 73 cents at the lowest, putting a stop loss there. So if it does fail, you don't go all the way down to 55 cents. You protect your, where if you do that, your losses will be pretty minimal. But if it works the way the technical analysis is telling us, the upside could be very good. I hope that helps there. Let's see, KCS for Alisco 2000. Let's see, KCS on KuCoin. Okay, so let's see here. How far is this? Oh, nice. Um, okay, so Alisco, let's see here. So you had this previous resistance here, and then I'm just going to look back in time before because this is your previous run up at the end of the bull market in 2017. So I would say pretty much maybe no, I mean these are really your main areas of resistance, your main ones, and you can see as soon as you pass this one you got this huge move up. This past week has been great for this coin. And now I would expect definitely some resistance at the $12.39, just because of this past top here. Besides that, there's nothing really holding you back from all-time highs at $21.28. So this is like your major resistance. If you do cool off, if it does cool off before that, I would expect you to come down and make support here, your previous high. So I would expect you might, it might go something like this and then up and then down to here and then up. That would be kind of a normal, although you might not even get this first, this is normally what you kind of see with these kind of really big moves. So, I mean, you went up, you're almost up 70% since breaking this first, let's see, okay, 50, you're up 51% currently. So that's a pretty big move. It might cool down, and then I would expect come down, make this support, and then you get your big bounce up to this previous historical resistance, and then you might find some resistance there, come down and make support on wherever you end up slowing down here. That this is all just based on what I normally see in the charts. But overall, this coin looks good. I wouldn't, if I was going to accumulate, if I didn't already buy this coin, not financial advice, but I would be waiting for the retracement, the little pullback down to here again, or if it doesn't stop and gets up to this, most likely you see a pullback there, and wherever it kind of stops, wherever it really starts to slow down and consolidate, kind of like here, that's where I'd be accumulating. But yeah, this has a lot of upside. So, another 100% to all-time highs. So it looks good. I hope that helps with KY. And And I could do one more thing for you here. If we do the Fibonacci retracement, or yeah, so we take the top here and the bottom here, and so this level lines right up. Thanks for the follow, Alisco. So this Fibonacci extension lines very close with the 12. It's like 1255, and this is 1239. But that area, I would be very, very surprised if you don't hit any resistance there. So yeah, I would be definitely looking in this area to take some profits if you already own some. If not, I would be waiting for a little pullback to accumulate it myself. All right, let's see here. Yeah, let me know if there's any other coins you guys want to look at. A lot of coins doing very well. We're in the middle of a bull market, in my opinion, and there's a lot of upside potential for some coins. Oh boy. Let's see here. Okay, so it looks like Bitcoin. Let's go to the 15-minute. Yeah, okay, Bitcoin having another little drop here in the past half hour. It looked like some coins were dropping a little bit, so but again, we're still making higher highs and higher lows, so it's not these little moves. It's been doing this for quite a long time now, so I'm not that concerned about these little drops here, but we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. RLC. Was moving up, back testing its previous support again. No problem, duck. Yeah, not too much happening with RLC today. And duck, the RLC is like a even the I believe it's in like the top 300, but it's a small to mid cap Oracle. So, and I think it has a lot of potential too. The Bitcoin chart is even. This is the Bitcoin pairing, so even just back in the summer, it was up quite a bit. You know, it's another almost 300% from where it is now. But that's just the summer. Back in the last bull market, it got up to crazy levels. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens with RLC. Let's see here. Oh, I haven't had the music on all stream, have I? Sorry about that. Let's see here. Synthetics, another one of the DeFi plays that I've been talking about. And this one's looking really good lately. Same thing, retracement. A lot of my charts look like this in the plays I'm interested in, but broke out and now is making higher highs here. So, and has a nice 12-hour candle here. You see it dipped down but got bought all the way back up, and might turn green here in the time being. So, yeah, I like synthetics a lot. Let's look at Uni. Yeah, so RLC, we had this cup and handle, and it did break up out of this, and now it has made support on previous highs on the USD pairing. RLC is a much let's see what the market cap is. It is a riskier play here. It's iExec RLC. So it's 252. So it's not like it's got a $210 million market cap. So it's not like some nothing coin. Yeah, it is one of my more risky plays, but it did very well this summer, this past summer, when the DeFi boom happened and there was like an Oracle trend boom that happened. So I have no reason to believe it's not going to do very well. It's one of my top lower allocations. So, you know, putting my money where my mouth is, I am allocated to RLC, and I feel pretty confident in that. So that's what I'll tell you about that. So this is another one we've been looking at. It's an inverted pairing here, but if I invert the chart, we have this big cup and handle forming. I was hoping it was going to break out, but it's gotten very close. Today it's actually down again, but if it does end up breaking out of here, could be a big move. About, let's see, it would be about like a 200% move conservatively, eventually, if this cup and handle pattern completes. So So yeah, we'll see. But this is ID. This is, another one of my more risky allocations. But it has a very good team and project. It's not just something I heard about. It's I think it will be pretty good. Let's see here. Is it too late to start in crypto? It's never too late to start in crypto. I mean, to give you a sense of why I don't think it's too late, I'm talking a little bit more on the macro level, like long term. Thanks for the follow, Osler, the Osler. I believe I saw something recently where they are estimating that only 2 to 3% of the world is actually invested in Bitcoin and crypto. So, even if it's like 2 to 5%, even if it's 5% of the world, I do not believe it's more than 5% is invested in crypto. But that is a very, very low level for something I think is like going to be a huge part of our society's infrastructure in the future. So like Ethereum is going to be, the Ethereum blockchain is going to be used by a lot of businesses, and all the other not all of them, but a lot of the big blockchains will also get involved. So yeah, we can check out CTK. As far as this bull run goes, not financial advice, but I think there's still at least 3 more months left at the very least. I think it's probably between 3 and 9 months left of the bull run. So yeah, I'm not. I don't think it's too late at all. I like if you're just getting started, dipping your toes in, I really don't suggest going on Twitter or just going into any altcoins that people are saying are going to pump. You have to get pretty lucky for things to happen your way. So, I always, if I was just getting in, I would be getting into like mainly Ethereum and Bitcoin and maybe some of the other top altcoins like Link that maybe haven't had huge runs up yet this bull cycle. So they're safer bets in my opinion. Like Cardano has already done a lot of multiple gains, so you just don't know with those. But I hope that kind of answers. I don't think you're too late at all. I think you're in the whole market, long term, you're in the first inning. In this specific bull cycle, I think we're about halfway through. CTK. CTK on Tether. Let's see here. Don't worry, this is inverted. Let's turn that around. Okay, so this listed in October. Yeah, so let's see how high this goes. So this is going to be your $4.80 is going to be your all-time highs here. And as far as, so this is the 12-hour. So let's see here. Let's do a, because you did have a big run here. And then another run here, but let's do a fib level for so you can see this is a Fibonacci retracement level from the previous big pump you had to the bottom here, and when you came up, you had some trouble breaking the previous highs here, and then after you did, you made support, and then you came all the way up to this next extension level here. So so your next target is definitely $4.80. It has had quite a big run up here. Let's go to like the 1 hour. And let's see here. Yeah, I mean, overall, you're making higher lows and higher highs. So, and even with this most recent pump in the very short term, you came up, made a higher high, and now you're coming back and retesting this previous point here. So we could even do this one. So, you know, you might not be able to hold it. You might come down, but it looks like this is a nice consolidation here in the past couple days. So hopefully this will continue to hold these levels here. But yeah, I mean, the only thing, you know, slightly concerning about this coin is that it's been on a nice run. Let's see, this was back in February, so it came up, had a nice retracement, and then failed. You broke all-time highs here, but they were kind of like fake outs. You didn't like close a daily candle above it. So so it ended up getting rejected here. But then you came up again, more fake outs until you finally broke, and then it was a big surge here. So you know, from this breakout, you went up about 100%, and then from this breakout you're up 40%. So normally you're not going to see the same you know, percent. Normally it's going to go down a little bit, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. You might be able to keep moving up. I would definitely expect some resistance at the all-time highs. I would definitely be taking profits here, because I would be very surprised if you don't have a slight retracement and then find a consolidation zone before going back up and trying to break. After you break this, though, you're probably going to see a nice pump after that. But yeah, the chart, you're looking really good. You know, it's moving a lot, though, so at any point there could be a, you know, slight pullback, but I'm not expecting anything crazy. I think you're looking good here. If you do have a pullback, it's probably going to be back to like $2.80 if you were to pull back pretty harshly to this previous high to make support. Belgium is already introducing a tax law for 33%, so it will be fun to get profits. Yeah, there's going to be definitely, some new regulations and, tax laws put into place with crypto, but a lot of investors actually like more regulation because it feels safer to them. And yeah, the tax laws are going to be, you always want to pay your taxes. That would be my advice. But yeah, they're pretty harsh on, stocks and crypto. So what is better, spend on the long term or go for buying and selling? It's really a matter of, risk management. We will most likely go into another bear market, but let's see if I pull out the weekly. Erase my drawings here. So this is the weekly of Bitcoin. So Duplo, this was the 2013 bull run. This little hill right here. This is why I believe pretty hard in Bitcoin. So if I zoom in, this doesn't look that bad. This looks pretty good. But when I zoom out and we go to the 2017 bull run, this is why when people say the bull run's over, I don't believe it, because this move hasn't happened yet. This parabolic rocket ship to the moon move, okay? This part has happened, I would say. This beginning part, which is also very parabolic when you're looking at this previous bull run. But now we move to here. Does this look as small as that 2013? This does not. Look at this scale, okay, from 2017 to 2013, okay? It might not be quite as small when we move to the next bull run, but this still looks way too big compared to this. I think we can go much higher with Bitcoin. So that being the case, you want to be accumulating in these zones here, So if you had asked me what's better, like buying long term or buying and selling, most investors do better buying in the long term. But if you're buying long term, I'm not going to tell you that 60 grand is the best time to buy Bitcoin, because I don't know what the low will be when we come down to here. I think Bitcoin's still I think we're going to hit six figures though, at least in the peak of this bull market. Not financial advice, but if you're looking to buy some and then make a profit, I think that's definitely still an option here. I think that's definitely possible. And then at some point, you definitely want to take profits. And if you want to invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum in long term, you know, you can make some money, take your profits, and then wait until the bottom again. Maybe that will be about 50,000. Who knows? But wait to see where that very bottom is going to be for the next couple years, and buy it then, and wait for the next bull cycle, and you'll be very happy. That's just, you know, that's and if you are going to buy and sell, the best thing is to buy when or sell a little bit as it's pumping. You know, as you feel euphoric and the price is going up, you know, you're getting a lot of gains, start selling a little bit on the way up. Every, you know, $1,000 or $5,000, sell a little bit. And then on the dip, when we have these dips, if I go to the daily here, or the 12-hour, you know, if, you know, when we started pumping like this, if you were selling on the way up a little bit, you don't have to sell all of it, but selling, you know, a portion of your bag, and then you don't know when it's going to happen, but we have these dips, then you can buy when you feel like, you know, the dips are, you know, substantial. You can buy again and then go the next move. That's how the best traders are working this market. They're selling on the way up when everyone's feeling euphoric, when it's the hardest time to sell because you think it's going to keep going higher and higher. Those are the times you want to be taking some profit. And when you think it's all over, when you think the bull market's over and we have these big dips, that's the time, in my opinion, you want to be buying. You know, and you don't have to buy, you can buy, you know, maybe you buy a little bit and it goes down even more, you buy a little bit more, you know. But that's how the best traders are making money in this cycle. So here we're having a lot of consolidation. I think this is basically the calm before the storm. Bitcoin is being very boring, staying right in this range. We're you know, the whales are accumulating, and I think this is just building up more and more pressure to see a big move. That's what I think is going to happen sometime in the next probably couple weeks, I would say, if not sooner than that. But yeah, and then Bitcoin dominance continuing about the same where we left it an hour ago. But yeah, looking definitely below this last resistance here. So I think we're heading down to like 52% eventually here. So guys, it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to leave it there for you guys. If you guys like the content, please feel free to subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Give me a follow. Give me a like. Thank you, Duplo. Really appreciate it. And I'm on every Monday through Thursday at a new time, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And yeah, I'm here for you guys, whatever you want to, whatever coins you want to check out. And I'm going to be putting the first 15-minute of every stream into a separate video on YouTube for a daily quick Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin dominance update with some news articles. So if you guys want to check that out, leave a comment as well. But thanks for hanging out, and God bless, guys.